Good morning. I just had to pop in and say and tell you about my FO. My name is Marie-Louise. I'm living in Sweden and I have this podcast called Marilu Knitting that mostly sends in Swedish, but I realized that I had to focus. So my last blog, I told you that I chosen six projects, and I would roll the dice between these six objects. Well, the situation today is that one of those objects are ripped out. So that leaves us five objects. And one is a finished object. This is not blocked. I will do a Swedish episode later today, and I really want to put this in the washing machine. So that's why I'm popping in this morning. It's quite early, actually. The sun is rising, the birds are singing, and my coffee is hot. Yeah, the finished object. This is my Baltic Sea by Power of Wool, Annelie Verbrugge. And I am so content with this. I'm so satisfied that this is one finished, two a perfect match. I've knit this sweater before. I was one of the test knitters, so I think it was September 2024, and it turned out to be very big for me. Maybe I should have chosen one smaller size. But when I applied to the test knit, I didn't know that I would lose weight. Well, that was what happened, and during December, when this pattern was released, I started a knit along in Swedish. This pattern is released on Nordic Knitting Society, where you can find different patterns from designers from the Nordic countries, mostly Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. We're hoping to find some Finnish designers. There's a lot of Finnish designers out there, so that's not the problem. The problem is that the Finnish knitting community is so big, and yeah, they don't seem to need the other Nordic countries, but we need you. So if you're a Finnish designer, please let the Nordic Knitting Society know. I will be happy to test knit. I don't do test knits right now, but I do. Yeah. Well, back to the FO. This is a dropped shoulder with double seed stitch. I think it's the name. You knit it from the hem here in twisted rib, and then you knit the arms separately. You knit them flat, and Yeah, then you have to seam these together. Um, but as you see, as you can see, I've done something else. Now, it's maybe you would say that knitting the sleeves flat is why don't you knit it in the round? But I found it very calming and easy to knit flat. And I first thought that I maybe would pick up stitches here and knit the sleeves from this way instead. But I decided to stick with the pattern, and I'm very glad for that because it's a lot easier to knit sleeves when they're just sleeves and not a whole sweater that you have to manage. So the process is more effective, I would say. Then you should seam these together. Well, I did another thing. I made a three needle bind off instead. Well, let's see if I can show you this. And I think it's on purpose, yes, that this will show up like this. I thought that was pretty fun to make these seams show. Um, so I've knitted this with three needle bind off. First this seam, then around the sleeve, and then down here. That's why I'm so eager to block this because it's a little bit tight here, and that's okay because it's not that it will shorten the sleeves. I think it will fit me quite well. And one of the problems with drop shoulders is that the sleeves often just this is a drop shoulder. The sleeves often get long, as you can see here. The dress is continuing, and there will be this fabric here that is too much. I think I have avoided that, making first of all a two size smaller sweater than I first did. This is XL, um, and then seaming this up like this. Yes, I've used Holst Super Soft with Ullcentrum Lammull. Yeah, I have this much left of the fourth skein, I think it is. I have some skeins left, but we will see what will happen. And I want cone more of this. But I'm also very curious how this material will turn out to be. So that's why I'm just gonna pop it in the washing machine. Or no, you know what? I will soak this in hot water because that is what Ullcentrum is saying, telling you you should soak the wool in hot water, then let it the water get cold, Don't touch anything, don't move anything, just let it be cold, then rinse or yeah, rinse that out and put it in the well, the Swedish word is centrifuge. Is that the English word as well? You know, to roll out the water and then put it plain. Yep, that is what I'm gonna do. But first, I need to know which whip I should work on. And there is 11 days left until it's April. And I I really would like to finish some more whips. So let's see where the dice is. I'm gonna shut down some apps. And then I have a dice with six dots. But two, yeah, two. And that's the Baubles. Let me get that one.